Hi guys, and welcome back to another Xbox 360 World of Tanks replay with me, Don Tomo. We're the Beard Guys, and today we're rolling out another round in the Jagdtiger 8.8, the 88mm Jagdtiger. So this is a Tier 8 German premium tank destroyer, makes ridiculous amounts of silver, and that's kind of what I want to show you today. So it's a bit of an unusual round to upload really, but and you'll see why at the end. So this tank's really great at just dealing out really high rate of fire, really high DPM, damage per minute, and in this round I just head over to try and get a good spot and then just sit down and just kind of hold a flank is what I'm going for. So we're on steps. I tend to like to go around to this side, down the one line. Normally get a bit more support than I do in this battle, but it goes pretty well. So I'm top tier as well. We've got quite a few 8s though, so it's not too unbalanced. One of the good things about the tier 8 premiums, or not all of them, but this one certainly gets preferential matchmaking. So you're only going to ever see up to tier 9 battles in this, unlike a regular tier 8 tank. You could see tier 10 battles. So if you're going to platoon up with one of these, and it's worth platooning, making sure you're all in tier 8 premium, so you can take advantage of that. Because if one of you's in a normal tier 8, then you could get dragged into tier 10 battles, and this thing really can't handle it in a tier 10 battle, unless you're just spamming premium ammo the whole time. But then you're kind of defeating the point of trying to grind out silver because you're spending so much money on ammo. You can see I've got a little bit of premium ammo loaded just in case. I like to save that for if I get into some sort of really dire scrapes, and I might chuck that on just so I can try and guarantee a win or get a little bit extra damage, but tend not to use it. It feels a bit cheaty to use it too much, and obviously it costs a ton of silver. So here we go. This is a spot I like to come to. Try and go for the T29. He puts the brakes on just in time, but I managed to get a little shot off him there. First shot of the game. First damaging shot of the game. Trying the MX, he gets past. So it's quite a nice little spot here. I'm pretty sure I'm not completely hold down, but there's a little divot that allows me to be a little bit hold down. The AMX here. And I'm covering half of my lower plate with this this rock as well. And I managed to the thing to pay attention to this round is how long it is before I actually take any damage. is pretty remarkable considering my lower plate's not fully covered. This AMX I'm shooting at pretty blindly. I haven't played the game a lot recently, so I've just come back to it and still don't know where all the weak spots are and all the different French tanks, so I'm kind of shooting blindly and seeing where it goes in. Now our team look pretty well spread out over the map in the bottom right there. They've got a lot of tanks down here, and I'm not feeling too confident we're gonna hold this, especially with this T28 of ours just sitting out in the open there. A teammate of mine driving into me and ruining my shot there. So it doesn't really feel like I'm rolling out with an elite squad down this flank. Go for the hatch on the AT-15, get a bit unlucky and miss that one. And once again, pretty unlucky there. The MX fancies another go. Tracks me again, still not taking any damage. And throw one straight in his gun, or his commander's hatch, I guess that is. Hard to see behind the bush. Now, no idea why he decides to, first of all he sits there slogging out with me when he's not doing me any damage and I'm chipping away, which seems pretty crazy. Then, as if that wasn't crazy enough, he just drives straight out into the middle. Promptly gets blown up by the dude in the middle there. T44 poking his nose out. I've got a lovely little tracking shot on him there. The DPM on this thing is so good that you can sit here, you can track someone and then just keep shooting them and they'll just never get untracked. And you normally even have time you can place a tracking shot, then a damaging shot, then a tracking shot, and just repeat that. And you can do that to someone and they just never have time to repair. It's pretty sadistic. AT-15's a little bit closer, fluffed that shot, bit of a twitch there, don't know what I was doing. A bit of a wasted shot on the IS-3 there. So I realise the AT-15 is probably more dangerous, so trying to focus on him, get him tracked. He's been set on fire. Finally managed to land one in the hatch after a couple of unlucky shots earlier. Retrack him. You may notice I'm still haven't taken any damage. We're under 10 minutes on the clock now. There we go. That's the first damaging shot that I've taken. And that was that T-29 at the back hitting me there. Damages my gun, which is a bit frustrating, but I still managed to get out some pretty nice shots. Tracking the IS-3 there. And second damaging shot shortly afterwards. Never rains. So IS-3 is still sitting there quite nicely, but I think he's got that wreck of the other guy I killed sitting in front, so I can't do a lot about that. I'm a bit unlucky not to get the Tiger 2 there. I think my damage gun just caused that one to miss. Already up to 11 shots. It's looking pretty even on the scores. We've got a bunch of tanks in the middle. We've got 2 heavies base camping at our base, which is a pain in the arse and not going to help us out. And our other flank is completely open, so I can only assume they've broken through there. So at this point I'm starting to think about other options and what I can do. I'm on low health. I'm not certain whether that Tiger 2 can one-shot me or two-shot me if he hits my lower plate. And I know they've got at least 2 tanks over here, so if they do decide to push up and rush me, then it's going to be tough for me to fight them all off. There's that IS-3, he's still got a lot of health. And that Tiger 2 also had a bunch of health left. Managed to get one more shot off of the Tiger 2 without eating anything back. At the T-29, sorry. And then start a full-on tactical retreat. So score's pretty much even, but like I said, with 2 base camping heavies, it doesn't fill you with confidence about how your team can do. With the rest of their team, it looks like they've got killed up at the front. There's just a light tank left there. 2 artilleries, the campers, and myself. So I'm not feeling too confident right now. We've got 2 kills, 13 damaging shots, and a few spotting points, a few tracking damage points. Just kind of seeing how the battle plays out now. I've only got 2 normal shells left, and then I'm onto my premium ammo or my high explosive. But hopefully by the amount of damage and spots I've done already in this tank, there should be a pretty nice amount of silver. So a few premium shells should be fine. Now it's just a case of seeing how long I can stay alive. With a damaged gun, 226 health, and a damaged track. So I've realised if I drop back a bit, I might be able to get some shots off as people I'm kind of imagining the enemy are going to charge in on the base now. I'd be feeling pretty confident if I was on the red team. I'd be diving in there and trying to mop up the kills. So I'm hoping if I move back here, they might move in there and not expect me to be ready to shoot them in the sides a little bit. I don't know, one of these guys might even be AFK. I'm not sure if they're just ridiculously camping or if one of them might even be AFK. Just trying to find a shot here. Nothing on just yet. Now normally I'd be pulling up the map all the time, but I found you can change the mini-map down in your bottom right there. If you press start and go into options, there's an option for changing your mini-map. I really recommend doing that, and it gives you the full map in the bottom right the whole time. Stops you having to spam the back button all the time, and it's so useful. Like if you're not looking at the map all the time throughout the battle, then you're playing tanks wrong, and you're not going to have good rounds, because you need to know what's going on. It's all about tactical awareness. There's the prototype, and here we go, finally. Tiger opens up right in the side of his turret and goes into cover again. T-28 prototype, nicely out in the open. Even with my damaged gun at 400 meters, can still put a shot in the side of him, easily penetrate him. And to be fair, the size of the aiming reticule was not bad for a damaged gun at that range. and you can see the insane damage per minute there. Unfortunately, bounces that shot, manages to get that one off, damages tracks. Waste a shot there, press it just as he gets killed, but managed to land one the IS-3 and unfortunately get killed. So sadly no dramatic comeback against, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 6 against 4 I think we were at one stage, but 2 of those being artillery. We didn't really have much chance, even if I was on full health. Like, when you get surrounded in that tank, it's got such terrible turning speed, you can just get flanked so easily. So it's not really one for standing on your own and battling people off. You need a mate really to help you out in that tank. Now they're just going to roll in and finish off this artillery. But I want to show you the post-battle results. That's kind of why I wanted to show you this round, as well as it being a fun round and showing you how many hits that you could absorb. That first 5 minutes of the battle, we went down to 10 minutes without taking a single point of damage. They just hit our tracks and bounced off. And that wasn't a low tier game really. There were plenty of tier 8s and 7s shooting at me. We should have done better. So look, we made 140,000 credits on a loss in this tank. Is just insane, and just one of the reasons I love this tank. High caliber medal, mastery 1, 18 damages, 5 spots, 6 tracking assists, 2 kills. Even without premium we would have made 75k. But just the fact that you can make well over 100,000 with this tank on a loss just makes it fantastic for grinding out silver. You can sit there in this tank and play this tank for a couple of hours and you can easily make 1 million, 1.5 million credits, even having average rounds. So it's nice to be able to bring in silver on a loss. So let's have a little look at the final results. We've got 1900 XP, 4000 damage, 2000 sporting points. Probably one of the best rounds I've had in that tank, so it's pretty pretty frustrating that it was on a loss, but there you go. That's what a tank's for you. Well above anyone else in the team, more than double the XP than those got. 43 shots fired, 32 hits, 23 pens. I'm pretty disappointed with the amount of pens really for shots fired. Normally a lot higher for this tank. Although that was a pretty long round and I fired off most of my ammo. 8 different enemies damaged. Even got more XP than anyone on the winning team, so that kind of shows you the sort of round that was. 5 kills for the top guy in the other team. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then leave a like or a comment. If you've got any requests or things you'd like to see, or tanks or whatever, then leave a comment and let us know. We've been the Beer Guys. I'm Ben, aka Don Tomo, and we'll see you next time.